Hello everyone, I am Suraj Kamble. Welcome you all. Today we are going to discuss a 21st century marketing concept developed by Honorable Dr. Philip Kotler, father of marketing. Today he has stopped talking about traditional 4 P's, product, price, place and promotion, and he has started talking about this new concept. What this concept all about? This concept is called as CCDVTP. What is CCDVTP? Create, communicate, deliver the value to target market at profit is all about the CCDVTP. Let's understand this concept in more detail. C for create is about product management. C for communicate is about brand management. D for deliver is customer management. If we can manage the product, brand and customer, we can achieve success in the market. The next 3 things are value, target customer and profit. That deliver basically customer benefit, right product to the right customer and value to the company. Let's understand each point in detail. Number 1 is create, is dealing with product management. What is product? As said, product can be anything, but it has a particular definition for a product. So product is a set of or a bundle of attributes, benefits and value. It can be anything which is offered in the market for attention, acquisition, use or the consumption of the same, which will satisfy the needs and wants of the customer. For example, car, mobile, computer, hotels and restaurants. There are some example of. Let's take an example of cell phone. Today we have cell phones. Cell phone has attributes popularly known as features or characteristics. Whenever we buy any cell phone, we look after the quality of sound, the quality of picture, the megapixels and other features. By using those features, we are connected with people. We are capturing our good movements in the mobiles. So this is the value which we are getting by using that particular product. So this is how a product can be elaborated. But product is primarily divided into 2 parts. Number 1 is goods, tangible things, and number 2 is services, intangible things. We can market these products because they are visible, they are tangible. We can market these also because they are also visible, they are also tangible things. Is there any different type of product? Yes. Let's understand what the different types of products are there. How about marketing them? What about their films? What about the product they endorse in the market? What about different places we visit? What about the services which we avail daily in our life? Aren't they product? Yes, they are also product. So let's elaborate the marketing concepts in more detail. So there are 10 offerings which a market can offer to a customer, and they are specifically goods, services, experiences, event, person, places, properties, organization, information and idea. They are the 10 offerings which a marketer can offer to any customer in the market. Let's have a small glimpse of these all products. Goods, tangible things. Services, intangible things. Experiences. Many times we have watched Discovery channels wherein many people are sharing their experience on these channels, and the channels are selling their experiences to the audiences. So this is how experience also become a product in the market. Likewise, events, properties, organizations, information, ideas, places and person. This is how 10 different offerings can be offered to the particular market. Let's understand about product management. Product management is dealing with 2 basic concepts. One is managing internally and second is managing externally. In old days, companies were managing it internally. What is internal management? Wherein trained engineers and scientists with their experience and innovation develop the product, and those products are sold to the customer. For example, Coca-Cola still has not revealed their formula to the Indian industries. So this is how they have kept the secret formula of their development of their product. But today the market is not that. Today we can't do it inside and do it secretly. Today we need to open up. We need to expand the market. If we can't manage it, we need to outsource it. The example of this is Procter & Gamble. When they wanted to print the prints in their products, what they did, if their scientists were not able to manage that product, they outsourced it, they hired scientists from the world and finally they could succeed. So what is this external management? What we do? Outsiders are involved. For example, IBM, TCS, what these companies are doing? With the SAP, they are developing the customized product for every industry and which is giving value to that particular customer. The next is communicate. It is no use if you develop the fantastic product, but if you are not able to communicate, it will not have any value to the customer. So communication is all about branding or brand management. There's a difference between product management and a brand management. Product is what you make in your factory, but brand is what you make in the customer mind. That's the basic difference between product and brand management. We can have 5 products, but what we do to brand them? To brand them, to communicate them, the excitement, differentiation, and we need to provide the value to particular customer about that particular brand. Traditionally, brand was known as packaging, sign, symbol, but this is not enough today. Today, the concept of brand has totally changed, and today we know brand as all about company. Everything a company does, the way company acts in the market, everything, the company image has become a brand. So here we need to create a distinct brand in the market. And how we are going to manage the brand? So there are 3 shares from the customers which we need to acquire. Number 1 is a mind share, number 2 is emotional share, and number 3 is a spiritual share. If we are able to capture the mind and hearts of a customer, then we are going to have a distinct, unique place in the hearts of customer. So this is how we are going to manage our brand. Let's have small examples of brand management. Xerox. Everybody know about this? We go to a photocopy center and we ask them, please, can I have a Xerox? Xerox is not the name of process. Photocopy is the name of process. But Xerox is the name of a company who has manufactured a photocopying machine. But they have replaced the entire process to the name of Xerox. This is what a brand is. Likewise, there are 2 other products which are popularly known in market, Bisleri and Colgate. Today we go to a shop and we never say, can I have water? We simply say, Bhaiya Bisleri dena. So this is how the Bisleri has changed water to a Bisleri as a purified water. Colgate, same way we never say, give us a toothpaste. We only say that, can I have a Colgate? So this is how we need to create a distinct place in the hearts of the customer to manage our product. Next is delivery. Delivery is all about customer management. What is customer management? In traditionally, customer management was known as generating the database, maintaining the database, analyzing the database, and using that database for sending emails or the mails, direct mails to the customer, just to have a touch with the customer. But this is not about customer management. Today, customer management is changed. It's all about we need to meet the customer, we need to understand the customer, we need to co-create the customer, co-create with the customer. And what we need to co-create? We need to co-create products and value, we need to co-create the advertising with the customer. So we need to understand delivery about customer management is not about maintaining the database, it has gone beyond that. Meet the customer, understand the customer, make a partner of your business. The example here, ICICI Bank, what they do, every quarter they have a customer engagement program, wherein the employees of company, they visit the customer at a particular place and they educate customer about different plans, different products, and they ask the customer that what can be done to develop the products, and the new products, new services are developed by the bank. Another fantastic example I will quote over here is Pepsi. This is the recent example wherein we have gone through the advertisements. So wherein what was happening, they asked the customer that you develop the ad, we bring cricket, you develop the ad, and the price announced by the Pepsi. So this is how the Pepsi was involving the customer for developing the advertisement. So this is a co-creation, and that's what required today. Another simple example of Microsoft. When Microsoft was facing a problem with their call center, what they did, working with customer and call center agents, Microsoft redesigned the customer experience to make it more personal. What they did, they made the customer agents, they made the customer, and finally they redesigned the call center which give more personal touch to that particular customer. So this is how customer management can be done in the market. Next is value. What is value? Worth derived from product. Benefit sought from the product. Whenever a customer is buying a product, he is not buying only a product. He is expecting something from that product. That something is called as value, and which can be a quality, which can be a service, or which can be a price paid by that. It's not only a cost plus benefit received by that particular customer. And say hence, value can be tangible or intangible. How to develop and how to deliver the value? There's a chain, there's a cycle. First, we need to understand the value, what value expected by the customer. Then we need to create and capture that value. And once we have created and captured that value, we need to communicate that value to the customer. And finally, we need to deliver that value to the customer. If we follow this small cycle, then we are able to understand the value, create the value, communicate the value, and deliver it to the customer. Finally, the customer will be happy and satisfied with your service or product. Example, McDonald's. When McDonald's entered into India, what happened? Their products were not popular. They had to change their product. So they had to understand what is the value to the customer about product. They brought an Indianized version of burger known as Aloo Tikki. Today, if you visit McDonald's, there are different customers. Someone needs veg, someone needs non-veg, someone needs more cheese, someone needs more spice. So everybody is expecting different product and different value. At that moment, McDonald's is successfully delivering this value to the customer. So this is how the value delivery system can be developed to satisfy the customer. The next is target customer. The right product to the right customer. Gone are the days when we used to manufacture the product and go into market and find out the customer. Today it is working. Today we have to go into market, understand the customer need and requirement, come back to the factory, develop the product and deliver it. So right product for the right customer instead of right customer for the right product. So we need to understand what is the requirement of a customer and deliver that exactly. So it's not about selling what we have, it's about developing what customer need in the market. And in this case, one company cannot serve all customers. There are numerous people, those who cannot become a customer of yours. Here we need to understand who are going to be profitable target market for you. So here we need to understand the target customer, and only for them we need to develop the particular product. So how we are going to do that? We are going to decide the target market, then we are going to figure out their needs and wants, and then we are going to adjust our product price place promotion, which will finally reach them effectively and efficiently. So this is how we can manage the target customers, by understanding the exact need of them. So how it is done? 3 simple stages can be used. Number 1, market segmentation. Number 2, target marketing. And number 3, positioning. Understand the entire market, segmenting in different groups. Find out which group is going to be beneficial for you, and then target or tap only that particular group and create such a distinct place in the hearts and minds of a customer, which will give you unique position in that particular market. For this, I would like to put an example of Bajaj. There was a day when Bajaj was about to shut down, but the executive team of Bajaj came together and they realized that who is the customer, who is the target market, and it was realized that India is known as a country of youth, young people, and they came up with a product named as Bajaj Pulsar. And today, nobody needs to say the success of this product. They have different version, different variety, different quality, different specification provided to various youths of India. They have 150cc, 220cc, 300cc, and this bike is successfully running in Indian roads. So this is how we can understand the target customer, develop the product for the target customer, and finally create a distinct place in the hearts of that customer. Next is profit. Nobody is here for charity. Every company wants to maximize the profit, but the profit has changed. Traditionally, financial maximization is profit, but today it is not the financial maximization. Today we need to understand the profit means customer acquisition, customer satisfaction, customer retention, and customer loyalty. A satisfied customer will bring you more customer, and more customer will bring you more business, and more business will give you profit. So this is how this chain will run. So we need to understand profit is not only finance, it's about understanding customers, satisfying the customer, and developing the loyalty between the customers, among the customers. So this is how we need to understand CCDVPP formula is developed. But as an entrepreneur, what we need to understand, how we need to use this formula in the market. So being an entrepreneur, we need to understand there are 2 types of companies in market. So what that companies are? Number 1 is market driven company, and number 2 is market driving company. So what is market driven company?